today's other news, the U.S. Army issued a memo to all soldiers effectively warning they will have no future in the service if they refuse COVID-19 vaccinations. It says they will be barred from reassignment, reenlistment, promotion, and awards. So far, 92% of active duty soldiers are fully vaccinated. The Army policy could serve as a model for the other services. A judge in New York City today exonerated 2 men in the assassination of Malcolm X. The iconic civil rights figure was gunned down in Manhattan in 1965. Muhammad Aziz and the late Khalil Islam were convicted and imprisoned until the 1980s. But a new investigation found that there was no evidence that they were involved. We'll get the details later in the program. The defense has rested in the trial of 3 white men accused of chasing down and murdering Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia. That came after one of the 3, Travis McMichael, acknowledged today that there was no overt threat before he shot Arbery. On cross-examination, a prosecutor walked McMichael through video of the confrontation.
At this point right here, hasn't said anything to you?
No, he has not said anything yet. No, ma'am.
And hasn't shown you a weapon this entire time?
He has not.
Hasn't said a word the entire time?
Not one time.
All he's done is run away from you?
Run past me, yes, ma'am.
And you pulled out a shotgun and pointed it at him?
McMichael said that Arbery struck him and grabbed the gun and that he had to make a split-second decision to shoot. On the video, McMichael's truck blocked any view of that moment. The jury in the Kyle Rittenhouse murder trial deliberated for a 3rd day in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and went home without reaching a verdict. Rittenhouse killed 2 men and wounded a 3rd during racial justice protests last year, but he says he acted in self-defense. The leaders of Canada, Mexico, and the United States held a trilateral summit today for the first time since 2016. At the White House, President Biden met separately with Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Mexico's President Andrés Manuel López Obrador. Later, all 3 met discussing everything from migration to climate to trade. The summits had lapsed during the Trump administration. Vice President Kamala Harris is brushing aside talk of tensions between her office and the president's. There have been news stories that Biden aides are questioning her job performance and that she feels sidelined. But today, the vice president told ABC's George Stephanopoulos that it's not true.
So you don't feel misused or underused?
No, I don't. I am very, very excited about the work that we have accomplished, but I am also absolutely clear-eyed that there is a lot more to do and we're going to get it done.
The White House has also denied any tensions. 2 suspected computer hackers from Iran are now charged with trying to intimidate U.S. voters before last year's presidential election. A federal indictment unsealed in New York today says that they sent threatening emails and spread disinformation. It is believed that the 2 are still in Iran. There are signs that the migrant crisis centered in Belarus may be easing. Hundreds of Iraqis were flown home today from Minsk. They and thousands of others had camped out for weeks along the Belarusian frontier with Poland. The European Union says that Belarus used the migrants to retaliate for EU sanctions. The flood danger in Canada and the U.S. Pacific Northwest has begun to ease. Most flood warnings had ended today in Washington state. In British Columbia, crews were still trying to reach thousands of people stranded by water and mudslides after record rains on Sunday and Monday. Congressman G.K. Butterfield of North Carolina announced today that he will not seek re-election next year. That makes 15 Democrats who've said they will retire from the U.S. House of Representatives. Butterfield is black. He says Republican state lawmakers redrew his district to make it harder for a black candidate to win. And on Wall Street today, the Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 60 points to close below 35,871. The Nasdaq rose 72 points. The S&P 500 added 15. Still to come on the NewsHour, the integral role of the president of one key country plays in trafficking cocaine to the United States. Why 2 men convicted of killing Malcolm X are now being exonerated after more than 50 years. Many women parolees are victims of domestic abuse, but few have resources to aid their post-prison life, plus much more.
This is the PBS NewsHour from WETA Studios in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.